Hey guys, welcome to this very important lecture on the application itself. So, as I said to you before in many lectures previously, just do it and apply. Don't waste time, get on with the application. Simple. Don't waste time, get on with the application. So, what about these application portals? They can be complex, but if you start early and you dissect them, they will be very easy. A piece of cake, as they say. So, what you can do is email admissions team and ask them when the portal will open. Be proactive, be dynamic, be uh, and show no fear. Do it and see what they say. If you're eager, they'll say it will open here, it will open then. It might even say on the website, but do it. Once you do that, you have a momentum. Your mind understands you're in a momentum driven goal, so you keep going on. As I said before, start planning 1 year ahead for you have good time. Sign on the portal, and what you do is you don't write anything on the portal. You copy and paste everything, all the questions you ask, onto a word processor, because the word processor can help you with grammar, spelling checks, and so forth, and you can visualize it better. And some portals are very complex. They have other things on the side menu, up, down, banners, everything. When you have the question in front of a white piece of paper like MS Word, you can see it on the word processor. It's better, easy to write and reflect. So always write on the word processor. Check the question and answer the question. So this is very important. If they tell you why you want to get there, you write about why you want to get there. If you tell you why did you pick this course, you write about that. If they ask you explain, then you explain. If they ask you to identify, then you identify. These are little similarities, but they're different. So read the question very well and answer the question that you've been asked. And also I say work out if you know past, present or future students or the staff, because that will allow you to actually understand the system. And future students, meaning if there's anyone applying at the same time as you, it will be good, because then you guys can bounce off ideas. If you know past or present staff, that's a bonus, because they can tell you any application portal hints. And don't get carried away with passion and dreams of careers. Don't write all this, I want to do this for the rest of my life, I love this, la-di-da-di-da. It's not Valentine's Day, but it's your application. So make sure that you don't get carried away and be very concise with your application and write exactly what they ask for in a very succinct, concise manner. But at the end of the day, sell yourself as well. So requirements for entry, please check this, because some elite universities and programs need you to attend, and they have some people want to learn from distance nowadays. Some people have prerequisites as well, so check on their website. You can see here, and they will tell you for what kind of entrance requirements you need. Here is AAA for law at Oxford, at A levels AAA. Go to the websites, as I said, and you'll see the points and any additional requirements you need. Some universities might want you to have very specific courses or college or school courses to enter particular programs. Make sure also you read the PhD and master's requirements, because they might have a specific research niche or a research application they need you to focus on. So that's very important as well. So they vary across the board, and it's up to you to do the research and make sure the application portal is the right one for the right school and for the right department. And also, when you write these things, double check everything, take notes necessary, leave it for a couple of days, come back and say, is this right? Is this very good? Is these are the specifics? What does this mean? And how does this mean throughout this application portal? Because that's very important. Check if you have the date of birth right, if you have your name right. These things are massive, because then when you identify certain things, we've had students that get these fields wrong. And also it shows you that you're a bit careless if you don't get the simple things right. Deadlines must be checked. If you don't check, there's no point emailing back saying, oh, I forgot, or I think this is my time zone in the UK compared to Istanbul compared to Tokyo. It's up to you to understand the deadline, understand the time that the university is operating on, and make sure you deliver everything they ask for. So elite universities are very high in demand, so timing is crucial at this point. So make sure that you finish early. For example, some MBA programs have different rounds. So if you apply early, you get in the first round, you're great. If you apply early, you might actually come on top or the bottom of the list to check. So it might be a first come, first service basis. You never know how the system works. So make sure for all your applications, you're on time. If it's PhD, reach out to the supervisor who's going to advertise in good time and talk to him. Get to know him. It's a rapport. And make sure you get to meet the person so they know and talk about what needs and what deadlines have to be there. And also remember, some documents might take time as well. If you need all transcripts from all places, if you need photocopies, birth certificate, I don't know, nationality checks, so they might take time. English tests, entry exam tests, so be careful. You know the deadlines for each of these in the portal. The overall application might be one deadline, but these submissions might be way before. And look at the times, as I said, is very crucial to the date. Remember, if you miss the deadline, you miss the opportunity. So be diligent. As I said, check for the required documents. This is very important, guys, right? The documents are something that the school cannot go make any rules or bend any rules for you. You have to be legitimate, on time, and they have to be early as well. So if you have entry exams like GMAT or SATs or medical exam, do them early. Do them to the time and deadline. Those are simple things you should do. Check what kind of recommendations are required. Some people want academic, some people want professional, some people want extracurricular. So make sure you got the right person and the right type of reference. All transcript, get them ready, print them PDF style, save them. Make sure you're ready to upload. And if you're doing multiple applications, these PDF recommendation letters and all this in PDF form is very good to upload. And keep a copy. If, for example, if you have the same reference, make sure you have the address, email address, date, department where they're working, and title, so you can just copy and paste everything into the portal. National ID check if your date is expired. Massive mistake people make. So make sure that your passport and your ID is very not expired at all. Sorry, guys. Also, financial proof. Make sure you got the bank statements ready. Any financial people that are helping you, make sure you have the loan. If it's your parents, if you're relative, make sure they have everything signed and copied and ready, so you're on time to submit. Your visa as well is very important. Make sure that's all done in time if you need one. Certificates that you mention in application, be careful. If you say you want a gold medal in the Olympics, make sure you have a gold medal at home. If you want a bronze, make sure you have a bronze. If you want nothing, don't say anything, because it's very important, because they might ask you, where's this certificate, where's this medal, where's this World Cup, and if you don't have it, you can't Photoshop your next Olympic champion. So don't do it, guys. We've been there when people claim stuff, and I said, where is this? How talk about experience, and they're dumbfounded. So make sure you have the certificates you've mentioned in your application. Write the outstanding person statement. This is key. Remember, if you're stuck here, call us and have a consultation call with us. Take your time on this. Make a draft with character count. So if they say 5,000, do a bit more, 5,500, so you can cut all the rubbish out and you can be concise. Concentrate on your strengths. Always mention your strengths. Make it your own work, voice, and ideas. Don't pay someone. Don't tell someone else to do it, and don't make up ideas. And then when you go to the interview, we ask you, how do you come about this idea? What is your philosophy here? You mentioned this, but you're not doing this. Do not do that, guys. Make sure it's your own work. And people will understand. They catch you out very quickly if you've written the essays. We know the writing style of some of those typical essay writers, personal statement writers, and we've seen hundreds before. Some might be the same copy, so be careful. If you're using the personal resources, personal statement in the resource section in this online course, don't copy it. It's an example. Make sure you write your own, and with that kind of format, and you'll be fine. Write a great opening sentence. Don't say my name is, I am applying for my role, or this course. We already know your name from the application portal. We already know which course you're applying to, because we know which course is coming to us. So write the amazing sentence like, I have impacted this one. I want to open this company. This is why I'm doing this course. Link it. Impact statement. Don't do too many philosophical quotes that Gandhi or Nelson Mandela or Muhammad Ali said, or your favorite auntie said. Don't do that. Something interesting, something good, and then opening up in the course. Be honest. Honesty is very important, and its transparency comes across in these personal statements. Read it out many times. Even if you get to university, or even if you go in professional life, people keep typing things but they don't read out. When you read out, you can see the mistakes very quickly. So read out once or twice and make sure you do it. And get someone else to proofread your statements. Maybe family members, teachers. If you need our help, do a consulting course call with us and get someone to proofread, because it's very important. And remember, in these personal statements, you have 3 or 4 paragraphs. That's it. Be concise, introduce, write the main body and why this course, why you, and then to wrap up about maybe course module specifics and how your future will go, then conclusion. Introduction, why you, which university, why this course. Number 3, how you contribute to this course and this university, what you'll do afterwards. Number 4 paragraph, conclude. Write an excellent application essay. Personal statements differ from essay. If they ask you, I don't know, who would you want to be a past alumni of this university? You write that. Who would you want to invite to talk at this university? Or if it's an English or a philosophical one, whatever they ask, be important that you write the application essay very well, because they're more important than grades and test scores. Because the grades and test scores you already passed, hence you're applying here. But the essay is very important. It's your chance to show admissions team how serious you are about this chosen subject and how much you already know. So be a bit deep, dive deep into it, the history of the subject, what you do, how you do it, why you, and then expand on the philosophy, expand on the subject detail, and that'll be great. So put your own twist on it. Only talk about yourself in your future if you ask for it. If it's more philosophical and subject matter, do that. Make sure it reflects your abilities and desires at the end. If you reflect on a piece of literature or poetry and so forth, at the end say, my thoughts are, how does this happen? These kind of things are important because it gives you a sense of your own twist and belonging and ability, and that's very important. And if you ask for it, talk about how you achieve your long-term goals. Elite universities, guys, are searching for someone who can contribute to the community campus. Consider innovative ways to honestly express yourself. The more you express yourself, the more they realize, oh, there's a liberal thinker or he's a conservative thinker, whatever you are, but here's something that he's going separately, and this can contribute to his cohort and campus life, because they want rigorous, independent thinking. Think different, as I said, outside the box. Don't overdo it. Don't be like this woman hiding in a box, surprising someone. Thinking outside the box is important, but have a link. A, B, C, D is good. If you don't do A, then go to Z, then come to C. There's no point, because you're not impressing anyone. Just showing your line of thought is all over the place. Think outside the box, but don't overdo it. So in summary, start early. Check the application portal thoroughly. Check the requirement entries thoroughly. Check the deadlines. Please, guys, deadlines important. Prepare all the required documents correctly. Write an amazing personal statement. The first sentence is important. 4 paragraphs, right? Introduction, about you, the course, and why you picked it. Number 3, any advantages you have, your extracurricular activities, anything specific on the modules, what you'll do in the future. Conclude it in the 4th paragraph. If you need help, we're here, guys. Consulting calls. So thank you very much, and that concludes this lecture.